Welcome back to Crypto Spaces, back with another Zora update for you guys. Zora right now down at a very great discount, just under 3.7 cents. Like I said, guys, I'm bullish on Zora. A lot of people don't think the creator coin economy is going to be successful, and just like how I was bullish on Monad, and I'm still bullish on Monad when everyone on crypto Twitter said Monad is going to zero, it's a ghost chain, it's not going to do well. You see, Monad is one of the better performing altcoins in starting off 2026, right? And I think the same thing is going to be happening here with Zora, because Brian Armstrong, Jesse Pollock, and the rest of the Coinbase team want to see this successful, right? We already saw massive launches on the Zora network, right? Because it is technically a network, a creator economy network, right? And Zora is the main benefactor of this layer. You could call it a layer 1, or can it be called layer 1 or L2? I don't think it'll be that technical, but you could call it like the main token in the ecosystem, because all of the coins launched through the base app are peered to Zora, right? Again, millions of users have been onboarded to the base app when it went live, and all of those have become a Zora. We also saw a massive influencer and massive venture capitalists are being onboarded to Zora as well, which I'll dive into. But Zora right now looking pretty great, just under 165 million market cap with just under 30 million 24-hour volume. Like I stated in the before, right? I don't want you guys to overinvest and then something goes wrong and then you lose all your money, and then you can't really start over or start back again from square one, right? So this is why I give you guys, when it comes to buying certain projects, I give you guys a range that I think everybody could achieve. And like I said, you make one successful trade, and then you do that again, and then you do that again. We just saw, this is off topic, but I just saw an OnlyFans, an OnlyFans creator to start off the new year for January 1st made $1 million in 1 hour, right? So if we think investing or being in the altcoin space should be just the slowest, most terrible, impossible type of money to achieve, I think we have to change our mindset, because if someone on OnlyFans could make $1 million in 1 hour under the age of 25, right, we could invest in altcoins, do our own research, create strategies, and create that same wealth effect with the altcoin market, no matter the market conditions, right? So like I said, 100,000 Zora for $3,685 is a great bet. Or you could go 50,000 Zora, right, for $1,842, or 25,000 Zora, right, for $921, right? Why do I give you guys these ranges here, these price targets? Like I said, I think this is where the average person could afford, right? And it's not gonna put you in debt and then you lose sleep over these types of investments, right? And the upside is massive, right? Because I think Zora, like I said, will go to $1, if not $5 in the future. 10 bill market cap for $1. 4.4 bill market cap with the circulating supply for $1, and $2 is just under 10 bill market cap, right? I think that's very possible for Zora, up to $5, right? That's gonna be 25 billion market cap for Zora with the circulating supply that we have now. I think that is very attainable, right? So still, like I said, still love Zora here, and I'm also bullish on the ecosystem. Let's dive into base real quick. Let's dive into base real quick. The Nick Shirley coin, right? Again, this project has gone massively viral. If you guys don't know who Nick Shirley is, he's just a young guy doing something where I respect so much, investigative journalism, and uncovering a lot of the scandals, frauds, scams in the American political system, right? He just had a massive discovery in Minnesota with the daycare centers, right? And he officially created a Zora, right? This is his official Zora. Like I said, I talked about it on the channel at 5 mil market cap, but I said in the video, I'm not buying it until the hype dies down, because everyone was hyping it up at launch, which typically happens. I'm gonna wait until the hype has died down, right? So the hype died down, and then it came back down to 1.7 mil market cap. I did not buy there because I wasn't sure if it was gonna keep going lower. So when I started to see climb back up to 2 mil market cap, that's when I made my entry, right? So I made my entry at 2 mil market cap. I have 200,000 tokens now, right? I saw it drop back below 2 mil once again. I decided to DCA some more. So now I have 200,000 tokens, which is around like $400, $500 right now. And it's sitting at 2.4 million market cap. I still think that's very undervalued for the Nick Shirley coin, right? Remember, this is a Zora, right? This is like, this is such a massive onboarded creator for a Coinbase and the Base app. Once this becomes successful and he talks about it on his massive platform, that's going to bring in so much new users to the Base app, to Coinbase. That's going to help the revenue, right, of Coinbase, the company. And it's also going to help Zora once it's successful, right? And then, you know, the protocols that Coinbase and Base is pushing heavily, they start to win, right? But we have to see creator coins win, or else we won't have a successful creator coin economy. And this is one of them that deserves that success, right? Because this is Nick Shirley, like I said, if you want to bet on his success as a content creator, he literally just had the biggest video for like the past year on X, right? I'll show you guys that in a second. But if you want to bet on, you know, the success of Nick Shirley, Zora, the Base ecosystem, Coinbase, right, and the creator economy, this is a good bet to take, right? So right now, 100,000 tokens is $241. Again, not breaking the bank, not going to put you in debt. And I think this coin has the potential to get to $1 billion market cap. Why do I say this? The Nick Shirley news story has gotten 50 plus interactions from Elon, retweets from Elon, right? And we saw a meme based on a squirrel. The only issue is that the market conditions of 2024 were so great, we took them for granted. I don't know if you guys did, but I took them for granted, right? Because I thought it would extend to another year, which is the end of the 4-year cycle, which is what the Bitcoiners always say, right? I thought 2025 would be just as bullish. We only got like 1 year of bull run, 1 year to make money in this space, right? But going into this, I think 2026 is going to be bullish though, right? So we'll see how it plays out, second day in. But going into this, you see Peanut, which was a massive news story, which was the squirrel that passed away because of the government, and they put the squirrel down. It was just a sad moment. And Elon Musk again interacted, made tweets about the Peanut, and it was a massive story. So when the coin launched, they had a bunch of different coins, but this was the one that was successful and went all the way to 2 billion market cap, right? I would argue that the Nick Shirley coin is way more successful. I would argue that the Nick Shirley coin will be way more successful, will have way more tangibility, and be in its own. It would be like the first of this innovative space that we're entering in, from meme coins to creator coins. I think Nick Shirley will be the one to break through that bubble, right? Burst through that bubble. So we take a look at his X account, right? 1.1 million followers on X, and look at this video right here. This is where he exposed the daycare center, where all of your tax dollars, your billions in tax dollars, go to daycare centers that aren't even operational, right? 134 million views on X. 134 million views, and this is just on X. We're not talking about all these other different platforms like Facebook, etc., TikTok, etc., right? So 134 million views on X. Elon Musk retweeted and interacted with his account more than 50 times, right? Again, the only difference here is that the market conditions are different, and this is a creator coin, and for some reason crypto Twitter hates them, right? That's why I bid them, because you never know if new retail investors come to the space because of Nick Shirley Zora, and the crypto Twitter might hate them, but retail investors that only use Coinbase might just be the ones that push this thing to $1 billion market cap, right? I think $1 billion market cap is extremely possible for this. That's why I doubled down when it came back down to 2 million. So I have 200,000 tokens. Like I said, I think you guys could go with 100,000 tokens, which is a great bet, right? So that's pretty much it, man. The Zora looking great. Nick Shirley in the ecosystem looking great. As always, none of this is financial advice. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.